It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. As a teenager, I remember watching a TV show called Scared Straight. I'm sure some of the viewers out there have seen that show. You know, they bring a teenager, they bring him into a prison, and they just let the prisoners scare the hell out of these young kids. And they try to scare them so damn bad that they change the kids' behavior. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Document Imaging channel, you're fully aware that Panasonic made a decision, and that decision should scare a lot of people into changing some behavior. And the decision Panasonic made was, well, they're going to shut down their scanning division and they're going to shut down their unified communications division. It seems Panasonic believes that voice over IP is more relevant than phone systems, and they believe that people aren't going to scan near as much as they might have thought a few years ago. So now I want to ask all my friends in the Document Imaging channel this question. Does that decision Panasonic made change any of your behaviors? Because I'm sure a lot of y'all sat around your conference rooms 2 months into this pandemic and talked about how we better start charging for scanning. If we don't start charging for scanning, we're going to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. Customers are going to be scanning all kinds of documents. They're working from home. We got to scan, scan, scan. Well, obviously, that turned out to be pure fantasy. I want everybody to think about all the things that scanners do. All these documents that had to be scanned into depository systems and all these things. If people aren't scanning, what does it affect? What softwares does it affect? We got to start facing realities of a marketplace in decline. People will print. They just aren't going to print enough to keep you in those old business processes. People will scan. They're just not going to scan nearly anything. And you're not going to be able to monetize scanning as its own deliverable. Maybe in some verticals, but those are going to tighten and tighten. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to start figuring out how to make money off the decline of print, and we better slap ourselves in the face and do it quick. Hopefully Panasonic scared some dealers into some behavior changes. The whole time dealers were talking about all the millions of documents that were going to get scanned by all their end users because their end users are going to be remote. How many dealers in the Document Imaging channel set up scanning stations and scanned all their documents? Zero, probably, because it wasn't needed. Why does the Document Imaging channel continue to do things? You know, they don't even do them. They continue to talk about doing things that are going to be so valuable to end users, but they don't do them themselves for their own organizations. How many dealers have chair-based billing inside for their print programs? How many dealers have subscription print models for all their workers at home? None, because they saw how silly that was. But yet, if you listen to them, it makes it sound like the whole world needs these things. Here's the deal. The conversations have to change at end user level. Dealer to end user, you've got to change the conversation with your end users. Go in and ask your end users why they need to print anything at all. Go in and say, why are you scanning documents? You see, you can't do that if you're focused on selling, or you're focused on overselling an A3 and you're focused on selling scanning equipment. You can't go in there and ask the customer, why the hell are you scanning anything? What do you have to print? Say it just like that, with that kind of enthusiasm. What do you have to print? It's 2021, you're still printing. Well, you know in the back of your mind you're still printing, but you're also setting a tone to the customer that you're not there to try to overspec and oversell them a big giant A3 that they don't need. They're probably going to have a really welcoming conversation with you. Yeah, I wish we didn't have to print this. You know, we do this, and they'll start explaining workflows to you. Workflows. You start to learn things. They'll start talking about how they communicate with their ERP system and their employees. And you'll start learning stuff. You'll start learning about better processes. I think it's my buddy Greg Kaplan that says processes before products. But if you go into the customer and you're so concerned about the product, it's Closeout Friday. We're having a contest. Whoever can overspec and oversell the most A3s wins a toaster. Let's go in there and tell the customer whatever the hell they need to hear to get them to buy this damn big machine, put it on a 5-year lease, let us prematurely upgrade the one they have, run back to the office and ring the bell, home run for everybody. Except for the end user, you just screwed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping that what you saw happen with Panasonic, we're evacuating the marketplace. What you saw happen with Oki, we're evacuating the marketplace. What you're going to see happening more and more over the next 18 months scares the shit out of you to change some of your behaviors. And we go into the marketplace based on the realities of it, figure out how to monetize those realities, and deliver the future to the present. Deliver our customers better experiences, because the innovators, they're watching all this silliness, and they're going to go and take away your great relationship and deliver those customers a better experience, because we all know this: status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.